Hello aspirants, welcome to IAS Icons by Unacademy. This is me Shubham Sardhalia. As you all know, we have started with this special NCERT series under which we'll be covering each and every chapter of our NCERT starting from class 6 to class 12 for all the subjects. So, like every day, this 1 p.m. class will be about Geography NCERT for class 6th chapter number 3. I request you all to join the class at the earliest so that we can start with our today's discussion. So guys, before we proceed further, let's discuss about something that is really important. Since you are appearing, you are taking up this class, which means that you will be appearing for UPSC examination, and this exam demands that you should have best of the preparation. So start your preparation today with India's largest learning platform, that is Unacademy. Why Unacademy? Because sir, we give you widest choice of educators. You get flexibility to change your course. You get and you can view these lectures unlimited times. We give you regular doubt solving sessions, printed comprehensive notes, end-to-end preparation, and all these things when combined together, they ultimately end up into best results. The aspirants just like you are the toppers today. Start your preparation with India's top educators, India's best educators only at Unacademy. My name is Shubham Sardhalia. I am your educator and mentor for UPSC CSE. The subjects I have been taking with you will be current affairs, history, science and tech, social issues, internal security, etc. So apart from these YouTube classes, if you actually want to qualify this examination, if you want to prepare for this examination in the most holistic manner, you need to enroll with us in our various iconic subscriptions and plus subscriptions. So you can opt for iconic and plus subscriptions, where the top educators, where the best educators of the country will be taking up regular lectures on daily basis, and you will be covering the entire syllabus. For a very limited period, for 2 more days, we are offering you 20% discount on all the courses of Unacademy only if you use this code IAS Icons. So don't forget to use this code, because this code will fetch you maximum possible discounts. Our batches are starting. Bilingual batches with top faculties of the country are starting, so you should enroll at the earliest. And for all those students who find it difficult to pay the entire amount at once, we are giving you 0% EMI option. You need to call on this number, and in small monthly installments you can get your subscription with Unacademy. So guys, Kirti, good afternoon. Cricket with Madhav. Okay, Cricket with Madhav, I have taken your name. Guys, I request you to please share the session with your friends so that majority of you can join, so that we can have maximum possible students with us. So we already have discussed, if we go to the contents of the 6th class NCERT for geography, Earth and the solar system, we have done it. Globe, latitudes and longitudes we studied about. Today we'll be discussing about this chapter, that is the 3rd chapter, motions of the Earth. So we'll try to understand what are the various motions of the Earth, what are the movements that this Earth is doing. So all these things we'll be covering in this lecture. I request you to be with me till the end of the lecture, and we'll be having the great in-depth discussion about entire movements of the Earth. So let me ask you guys first, what are the movements that this Earth is undertaking? You must be aware that Earth is going through certain movements. What are these movements? 2 types of movements are taking place on the Earth. Good afternoon, Aparna. How are you? So the 3rd chapter for our NCERT discussion is motions of the Earth. How this Earth moves. What are the 2 types of motions that this Earth is taking? Okay, revolution and so Kirti has come up with the first answer. Exactly. Thank you, Kirti. So Kirti has given the answer, that is rotation and revolution. Now, can you please tell me what is the difference between rotation and revolution? You told that something is rotation, other thing is revolution. So what is the difference between this rotation and revolution? If you can please let me know. Yeah, I'm getting rotation and revolution. What is rotation? What is revolution? Sir, if we assume that this pen is our earth, this pen can be moved in two ways. One is like this, it's rotating, it's fixed on one place and it's moving around, and the other movement of this pen can be like this. Here also it is revolving, and if we are doing it like it is simultaneously rotating also and it is revolving also, that is how our earth moves in these two movements. So what is happening, it is rotating and revolving simultaneously. Are we getting it or not? So one thing, if this is the point, this is our point A, because earth is moving, earth is rotating on its axis, after some time this A point will be somewhere here, after some point this A point will be on the other side of the earth. Why? Because this earth is rotating. So what is rotation? When earth is moving on its axis, what is an axis? I will just draw a line like this. So this becomes the axis, or around this point earth is rotating. So the rotation of the earth, the roundward movement of the earth on its axis is known as rotation. Just the basic idea of rotation, have we got it? The basic possible idea of rotation, have we got it? Yes, we have. Kirti, Rishikesh. Guys, please, can you please share the session? Please share the session in your links in your group so that maximum students can join us. Then there is another type of movement. One is rotation, other is the another type of movement. Somewhere here is the sun. So if here the earth is, after some time the earth will move like this around the sun. When earth is moving around the sun, this is known as revolution, and when earth is moving on its own axis, it is called as rotation. So earth is undergoing these two movements simultaneously, and these two movements are responsible for two big phenomena, that is day and night and years. We know that after 365 days new year comes up, after 24 hours new day comes up. So one of these is responsible for day and night, one of this is responsible for years. Can you please tell me which of these is responsible for day and night? Because of which movement of the earth we get to see day and nights? Yes, Kirti, you are right. We'll discuss about these seasons also. So one phenomena is day and night, other phenomena is change in the years. When earth revolves on its axis, when earth rotates on its axis, this leads to what? This leads to change in day and night. So what happens is, for example, this is our earth. Here somewhere we have sun. When sun rays are falling on earth like this much portion will be having day. Suppose this is point A. After some time, since earth is rotating, this A point will go somewhere else, and here we had B point, this B point will come in front. So after few hours, B will be directly facing the sun, so it will be day at the B point. So rotation is the movement with which we get to see day and nights. Are we clear up till here? Why day and nights occur? Are we clear? Are we getting things or not? Why day and night occurs? Are we able to understand? Then what happens is, when earth is revolving around the sun, it takes some time because it is a movement. Earth is moving, so going from here, here in this fashion, in this manner, this what is happening is known as revolution. So for example, earth starts from this point A. It will move around the sun and will come back to this point A again after 365 days. Are we clear? So when earth completes one circle or one circular movement around the sun, this is known as what? This is known as our revolution. And this revolution, we'll understand in a while, becomes the reason for change in seasons. Getting it or not? So are we clear with the basic idea? So first of all, we'll talk about the rotation. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. There is one imaginary line which is known as axis of the earth, which makes an angle of 66.5 degree with its orbital plane. Now we need to understand certain things. What is orbital plane? You see, I told you that earth is not stationed in upright position. If the earth's position was upright, earth would look like something this. Earth would look something like this. This would be our equator. This could be our prime meridian. But sir, earth is actually inclined like this. So our north pole is somewhere here, south pole is somewhere here. Earth is like this. So this is equator, this is our prime meridian. And this inclination of earth is inclined, and then earth is moving around the sun in this fashion. So this line which tells us the movement of the sun, for you imagine that this is earth. So instead of earth being like this, earth is like this, and then it is moving in this direction. So this is the orbital plane with which earth is moving, and it's not straight with that orbital plane, it is inclined in this way. So this earth is making an angle with this orbital plane. What angle is that? This angle is 66.5 degrees. Are we able to understand? See, we need to understand these very basic things. Are we following it or not? So earth is not like this, earth is like this, and then it is going in this direction. So earth is, this can be the orbital plane of the earth, this finger of mine. It can be the orbital plane in which earth is orbiting around the sun. So this inclined earth with this plane is making some angle here. Are we able to follow? This angle is 66.5 degrees. I hope we are following it up till here. So what is this? This inclination is called as what? Axis of the earth. So what is happening if this is the earth? Then at one time one portion of the earth is facing sunlight. The portion of the earth that experiences the sun during the day, one portion or one part of the earth will experience sun, and other part which will not experience the sun, which will be away from the sun, will experience night. So what is happening? Earth is like this and sun is here. So the rays of sun are falling on one portion of the earth. The portion on which sun rays are falling directly will experience the daytime, and the other end of the earth which is not facing the sun or which is not even able to view the sun, it will face the night. And that is what is happening during the night time. What happens during the night time? During the night time we are not able to see the sun, and it's complete utter darkness. So what will happen when sun rays is falling on one portion? So it's like this, Earth looks somewhere like this. So you can see that entire Earth is divided by this one circular line. Since it is a three-dimensional figure, so this line which you are seeing here straight is actually a round spherical line or a circular line around the Earth. So what happens is, standing on this line, on one side you will face darkness, on other side you will face light. Why? Because this area is facing the sun, whereas this area is away from the sun. So this circular line, on one end of whose is night, on other end of the of whom is day, is known as what? Circle of illumination. This is one circle around the Earth. On one side of the circle it's night time, on other side of the circle it is daytime. Are we following it? Please ask me time and again if you are not able to follow, but we need to get these basics with utmost clarity. Are we following it? Any doubt up till here, please let me know. Thank you. So moving further, are we clear with the rotation? If we are clear with the rotation, we'll talk about another movement, that is what? That is known as revolution. So there is one fixed path. You guys are studying with me in science and technology class also. So we have been discussing orbits. So just like satellites have their orbits, even Earth also has that fixed path around which it is revolving around the sun. So Earth's revolutions around the sun will always be following a same fixed path. When Earth completes one circular round on this path, it is known as one revolution. And this one revolution requires 365 days and 6 hours. You know, me as a child was never able to understand the concept of leap year. I always used to think, I actually mucked up, that majority of you have done the same. Instead of understanding that why this 365 days and 6 hours thing is there, we simply mucked up that for 3 years we'll have 365 days and for the 4th year we will have 366 days. So I'll try to make you clear with that thing. So what happens is, try to understand it with clarity, sir. Earth completes that one revolution around the sun in 365 days and 6 hours. So what we are doing, sir, we don't consider that 6 hours while we are shifting our year. So what happens is, year 2022 started, and exactly after 365 days we will enter into year 2023. Right or wrong? We ignored this 6 hours. We did that same thing next year also. Again we ignored 6 hours. So after 2 years, what we did, we ignored 12 hours. After 3 years, we again ignored this 6 hours. After 3 years, we ignored 18 hours. But when the 4th year came, now we were having 24 hours, which means that we were having one entire extra day. So we didn't want to skip it now, because now we can easily consider it as 366 days. So for our own convenience, because it was very difficult to celebrate the new year exactly after 365 days and 6 hours. So if we followed that system, normally we celebrate our new year at 12 a.m. If we followed this system, we would celebrate our new year at 6 a.m. Following it? So our new year would start from 1st January of every year at 6 a.m. But we are not following that. We are not considering that 6 a.m. of the time, because we tend to ignore this 6 years for next 4 years. We tend to ignore these 6 hours for next 4 years. So what will happen? For first year we ignored 6 hours. For second year when we ignored 6 hours, we total in 2 years we ignored 12 hours. For third year we again ignored 6 hours, and in total we ignored 18 hours. And when for the fourth year where we were about to ignore that 6 hours, it ultimately became 24 hours. So somebody came to us and said that why are you ignoring these 24 hours? Now you can have your new year after one more day. So every fourth year becomes leap year, we call it. That is, earth, it's not that earth is taking one extra day to complete its revolution. No sir, earth has been taking the similar time only, but just for our convenience, so that we can celebrate our new year at 12 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. every year, we decided to start it 6 hours early. And after every 4 years, when these 6 hours get compiled up to 24 hours and become one day, fourth year will have 366 days. Are we able to understand? Please let me know. Are we following it? Are we following it or not? Just let me know. Are we clear with this point? So every fourth year, we have 366 days. And we had to adjust that one extra day. Where we could adjust that one extra day. So we decided that let's adjust it in the month of February, because we already have 28 days in February. So every fourth year, February will come with 29 days. Following it or not? And every such year that comes after 4 years, which will have 360 days, is called a leap year. Are we following it? Any doubt up till here? So earth is going around the sun in an elliptical path. See, movement of earth around the sun is not in circular motion. If it was in circular motion, the orbit would look something like this. This was sun, this was earth, and earth was moving around the sun, revolving around the sun in a in a circular path. No, it's not like that. This is sun. That's how earth revolves around the sun. So it is revolving in elliptical or oval shape, and because of this elliptical shape, the seasons change because of earth position around the sun. So we see four seasons: summer, winter, spring, and autumn. So what happens is, there is a point when the one portion of the sun is facing, sorry, one fourth portion of earth is facing the sun, and then we have time when other portion of the earth is facing sun. Have a look at this. What happens is, this is sun. Remember we talked about the latitudes and longitudes. we talked about latitudes and longitudes. So we talked about two important latitudes, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. See, what happens is Earth is revolving around the sun, and during these revolutions, sun rays are changing its position. That at some point, sun will directly be above the equator. At some point, sun will exactly be above the Tropic of Cancer, and at some point, Earth will this sun will be directly above Tropic of Capricorn. But remember one thing, the movement of Earth around the sun is such that sun will never go directly beyond Tropic of Cancer or beyond Tropic of Capricorn. So the maximum extent to which sun rays can be overhead above the Earth is between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Are we following it? Are we following it or not? Any doubt up till here? So what was happening was, this was our Earth. It was inclined in this way. Somewhere here we had equator. Somewhere here we have Tropic of Cancer, and somewhere here we have Tropic of Capricorn. Yeah, I'm repeating, Vijay. So what happens is, when Earth is revolving around the sun rays are changing its position. It's actually the Earth which is changing its position. If here the sun is, now when Earth is in this position, the sun rays are directly above the Tropic of Cancer. But after sometimes the Earth changes its position such that the sun comes directly above the Tropic of Capricorn. But remember, no matter how the Earth changes its position, sun will never come directly overhead beyond Tropic of Cancer and beyond Tropic of Capricorn. So the maximum variation of Earth with respect to sun in such a manner that sun is directly overhead any points on the Earth is between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. When sun is directly above the Tropic of Capricorn, what does that mean? When sun is directly above the Tropic of Capricorn lies in which hemisphere? Northern or southern hemisphere? Tropic of Capricorn lies in which hemisphere? बच्चे Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Cancer, it lies in northern hemisphere. Okay, I asked about Cancer or Capricorn. So tell me about Tropic of Cancer. It lies in northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn, it lies in southern hemisphere. When sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer, it means that northern hemisphere is receiving a maximum amount of sunlight. Are we following it or not? When sun is directly above Tropic of Cancer, it means the Tropic of Cancer and the surrounding area, that is the northern hemisphere, it is receiving direct sunlight. Whereas when this sunlight has to reach to southern hemisphere, it has to travel the longer distance. Following it? When sun is directly above Tropic of Cancer, the maximum heat radiation will be falling on northern hemisphere, and comparatively lesser heat radiations will reach up till Tropic of Capricorn or the southern hemisphere. Why? Because now the sun rays have to travel a longer distance, and the longer distance they travel, more heat losses they suffer. So which portion is getting much of sun heat? It is the northern hemisphere. So when sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer, we see what? We see summers in northern hemisphere. Every time sun comes directly over the Tropic of Cancer, we, all the nations, all those people who are living in the northern hemisphere will face summers. And simultaneously, when we at northern hemisphere are facing summer, simultaneously on the opposite end, somewhere in southern hemisphere, for example somewhere in Australia and other places, people there are facing acute winters, and this story will repeat itself. So simultaneously both the seasons are going. We are having summers, and some on the other portion they are having what? They are having winters. Just like simultaneously we have day also and we have night also. If we are presently living in daytime, that doesn't mean that everybody on this earth is living on daytime. Opposite to us is the entire hemisphere which is presently at facing its night time. In a very similar fashion, just because we are currently going through summer season, that doesn't mean that every individual on this earth is facing summer season. Opposite of our hemisphere, people in southern hemisphere are going through winters right now. Are we clear? So simultaneously day is there, and at the same time night is also there on the earth, and simultaneously when summer is there, winter is also there on the earth. So is it possible that you took a flight from New Delhi at 7 a.m. in the morning? The flight was of 12 hours. You reached your destination at 7 p.m. according to the Indian time. But your travel was from northern to southern hemisphere. So when you reached there after 12 hours, they were again having the 7 a.m. When you left in the flight, it was the dawn time. The sun was rising, and you were expecting what, that when I reach after 12 hours, it would be night time, I would simply go and sleep. But when you reached your destination, again it was the dawn time. So you are like, what the hell is happening? I took my flight early in the morning. It's a 12-hour flight, so technically it should be the night. But since you have crossed the hemisphere, so you will be facing day there also. So simultaneously, you can have this experience that you go 24 hours without facing a night. 12 hours you face day, and for next 12 hours you are again facing the day. That's the reason people face jet lag. Heard of this jet lag? Heard of something? When people travel overseas, you must have heard them saying that we are facing jet lag. Are we following it or not? So technically what should happen, that you took an entire day journey, when you reach its night time you should go and sleep. But sir, you already, when you reached it was again a daytime, so you got what? You skipped the entire night from your 24 hours. What happens is, in your 24 hours, in your entire 24 hours, 12 hours should be day and 12 hours should be night. But in such exceptional circumstances, when you are traveling overseas, you took your journey at 7 a.m. You took a flight for 12 hours, and then you should have the next 12 hours in night. But since this time zone was different, so what happened? You took 12 hours of day in your flight, and again next 12 hours are of day again. So your 24 hours will have total daylight, so it becomes really difficult. It's like very less opportunities you get like this, where you are facing day for entire 24 hours. But for this you will have to travel from different time zones. Are we following it or not? Are we following it or not? Kirti, you want me to explain the jet lag again? You want me to explain the jet lag again? Write it complete that, sir, explain jet lag again. Because you simply write jet lag. Now I don't understand that you are not able to get what is jet lag, or you find jet lag, you were able to understand the jet lag. Please for me write it clear. Explain jet lag again. Okay. What happens is, you took a flight of 12 hours. Your flight took off at 7 a.m. in the morning. You have to reach to the destination somewhere in different time zone. So after 12 hours journey, when you cross the time zone, what happened was, when you took off, this is Delhi. I'm just giving you the example. It's not exactly the same. This is Melbourne. So when you took off from Delhi at 7 a.m., it was 7 p.m. in Melbourne, right? You took the journey of 12 hours. After 12 hours in Delhi, time will be 7 p.m. But in Melbourne, after these 12 hours, time will be 7 a.m. So what happened? Since you crossed time zone, your journey was like this. So you took 12-hour journey. When you reached there was again, it was 7 a.m. So what happened? Technically, you should reach there during the night time, but since it is the change in the time zone, you reached there at 7 a.m. You had to go and meet your relatives. You reached their place, and ideally, if you were in India, this was your time to sleep. Almost you were like planning to sleep in 2 or 3, 4 hours. What happened? The moment you reach your relatives, they are very fresh. They have just got up. They are like yawning. Yeah, it's daytime, so we'll enjoy. So they asked you, okay, uncle, since you have reached, it's morning. Let's go for a picnic today. So you simply tell them, no, I cannot go for picnic. I need to sleep. He'll be like, sir, what the joke, uncle? You want to sleep early in the morning. You should sleep at night. Then you will explain him, brother, for me, it's night only. Why? Because when I took my flight, it was morning in India. And in India, this is the night time. So my body is asking me to take rest. So that difference, that fatigue you are facing in right at 7 a.m. in the morning, this is known as what? Jet lag. That lag in the time because you undertook a long jet journey, this is known as jet lag. Are we able to follow? So technically we were like this. We were in Delhi, it was 7 a.m. After 12 hours, it would be 7 p.m. and simultaneously someone in some other country, when there was 7 p.m., so after 12 hours they will be at 7 a.m. But since we are crossing this time zone, so after 12 hours also we will be facing the daylight, and when we reach our relatives place in some other country at morning daylight, they want us to go for a picnic. They are very excited that, yeah, my uncle is coming, uncle, let's go for a picnic. You said, no bro, I need to sleep. These kids are like, uncle, are you out of your mind? You want to sleep early in the morning? It's just 7 a.m. We have the entire day. You tell him, no bro, for me it's night time. He said, are you kidding? You see, you can see this is the broad daylight. Then you explain him this concept that when I took from my place it was morning, and when I reached your place it is again morning. So I need to sleep, bro. Had I been at my place, this was my sleeping time. That's why I'm facing this fatigue. And this is what is known as jet lag. Following it or not? Are we clear up till here? So what is happening? A year is divided into seasons: summer, winter, spring, and autumn. And what happens in an year? Earth changes its position with respect to sun, and this change of Earth's position around the sun leads to the formation of seasons. We come across this concept known as summer solstice. What happens in summer solstice is, our sun is directly over Tropic of Capricorn. This is summertime. The day when this sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer, it is 21st of June. Every year on 21st of June, sun will be directly overhead the Tropic of Cancer. And this is what is known as summer solstice. Exactly on 21st of June, sun will be overhead Tropic of Cancer. Since Tropic of Cancer passes somewhere in center of India, so we need to understand that beyond Tropic of Cancer, sun will never be directly overhead. Are we following it? So what happens is, when sun is directly over this Tropic of Cancer, the entire North India will be having summer season. And that's why, when is the peak summers? In month of June. So on 21st June, sun is directly overhead the Tropic of Cancer, so we call it summer solstice. Now somebody of you may have this question, that why summer solstice? Because for Earth, on the other end, we have winter also. On 21st of June, in northern hemisphere, if we have summer solstice, simultaneously in southern hemisphere it will be sheer winter. So why we are calling it summer solstice? Sir, the names that we give are with respect to northern hemisphere. We need to remember. We'll understand the another concept like this, which is winter solstice. So the name which we are giving, summer solstice and winter solstice, will be with respect to our northern hemisphere only. Why with respect to northern hemisphere? Why with respect to northern hemisphere, sir? We name these things summer solstice, winter solstice, with respect to the things we see at northern hemisphere. Can you please tell me? Any idea? Can I get reply from you guys? No, that's clear. But simultaneously, when we have winters also, then why we are naming it summer solstice? It would be like 21st of June in northern hemisphere we have summers, but on very same 21st June, people in southern hemisphere have their winters. So they'll be like, it's not done. Why you are calling it summer solstice? Because we are facing winters. But the reason being that we call it as summer solstice because we have been naming it with reference to northern hemisphere because majority of population live in northern hemisphere only. You can see from this image. Are you able to see from this image? Are you able to see from this image? This area, North America, Greenland, Europe, Russia, major portion of Africa. So majority, this is only this much population living in southern hemisphere. Majority population, it lives where, sir? It lives in northern hemisphere. That's why we are naming the things with reference to northern hemisphere. So we need to remember that summer solstice takes place on 21st of June when it is summers in North India. And simultaneously, I'll tell you with the help of another example. So there was summers in northern hemisphere when sun was directly above Tropic of Cancer, but gradually this sun will shift its position and will start moving towards the other extreme end. One extreme end is Tropic of Cancer, another extreme end is Tropic of Capricorn. So after almost 6 months, sun's position with respect to earth will change. Now what will happen? Sun will reach somewhere here. Now the maximum sun rays will be falling on southern hemisphere. This happens, when this happens, what we face in northern hemisphere is winters. So that's why on 22nd of December, when it's sheer winter in northern hemisphere, we call it as winter solstice. Are we following it or not? What is summer solstice? What is winter solstice? Summer solstice is the day when sun rays are directly above the Tropic of Cancer. We are having summers at North Pole, so we call it summer solstice. After 6 months, sun will reach directly above Tropic of Cancer and it will be winters in northern hemisphere, so we call 22nd December as winter solstice. Clear or not? So every 6 months, sun's position changes with respect to Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So sun changes its position like this. So what sun is doing? Sun is changing its position with respect to earth. In such a manner, in what manner? For 6 months, sun will be in this position and another 6 months, sun will take this position. During this journey from Tropic of Capricorn to Tropic of Cancer, sun crosses equator. So twice in a year, sun crosses equator. For 6 months, when sun goes from here to here, somewhere in between, sun crosses equator, and when after 6 months sun comes back, it again crosses equator. The time when sun is directly overhead the equator, this is known as what? Equinox. This is what is known as equinox. So winter solstice will take place, summer solstice will take place, and twice in an year equinox will take place. So every year on 21st of March and 23rd of September, we face equinox. So what happens is, in June, sun was in northern hemisphere. In June, sun was in northern hemisphere. In December, sun was in southern hemisphere. So from June to December, after some time, sun will go back from June to December. In September, we'll see equinox. And when from December to June, sun goes back, in month of March, we see equinox. Are we following it or not? Are we clear with this thing still here or not? Any doubt up till here? We'll quickly recapitulate what all we have studied. So earth receives light from the sun. As the shape of the earth is spherical, so only one half of the earth is getting sunlight. So one half is at day, other is at night. So that's why day and night causes. Then we have rotation and revolution. Because of rotation, day and night occurs, and because of revolution, change in season occurs. Orbital plane, it is the imaginary line at which earth is making its orbit around the sun. What is circle of illumination? I told you that one portion is at day, other is at night. So this intermediate, this central position, or this imaginary circular line on one side of whom is day, on other side of whom is night, is called our circle of illumination. We talked about leap year. So just because earth takes 365 days and 6 hours, we tend to ignore these 6 hours for 4 years. But after 4 years, when they accumulate to make one complete day of 24 hours, we call it as leap year. Then we have summer solstice, it is the 21st June. Then we have winter solstice, it is 22nd December. Okay. Then equinox, one equinox is 21st March and one is on 23rd September, when days and nights are equal. I hope we are following this entire lecture. Are we clear with the entire discussion, my dear friends? Are we clear up till here? So that's all for today's discussion. We are offering you test series for mains. We are offering you test series for optionals. You should enroll with them. You should enroll in our Doubt Darbar. You should enroll for Plus and Iconic subscriptions using this code IAS Icons. Thank you guys. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I request you every day, please drop your valuable comments in the comment section, but I don't find any of the comments. I request you to please drop the comments. Subscribe to our channel and follow us regularly. We'll meet now at 3 p.m. in special class for science and tech. See you all there on Unacademy app with this special class. Thank you very much. All the best. Keep working hard. Bye bye. Take care. Jai Hind.